Hello beautiful mabuhay, my name's Jacqueline and welcome to Jay's Nest. This is Jay Jabbers where I just take random topics from the cloth diaper community and we talk about them. Today I'm not taking a topic from the cloth diaper community, I'm just gonna share a story time. So today I want to do a story time. I'll insert some pictures because I do have pictures. If you're familiar with my channel, you know that I have been cloth diapering for over 7 years. However, back in 2009, I had my first child. I was a teen mom. I actually got pregnant when I was 15. I know. It's weird because she is turning 13 this year, next month. And she's taller than me. She's 5'6". I'm 5'2", so it's weird having my 12-year-old daughter taller than me. But I wanted to share this story with you guys. So in 2009, I went over to my boyfriend's house. At the time, he is my oldest daughter's dad. And they were having a cookout. I think this is the day where I had like a huge ribbon in my hair. Like I looked like a baby. I was a baby, okay? I got pregnant when I was 15. When I turned 16, I had her just a couple weeks later. My birthday's May 5th, hers is May 31st. We're having a cookout and his Aunt Abby had 5 kids. And I remember at the time thinking like,
oh my god, I could never have 5 kids.
Because she was a stay-at-home mom and she struggled with depression. And I remember back then thinking like, that's a hell. And here I am with 5 kids and I'm a stay-at-home mom. Now I work from home, but like, I've been a stay-at-home mom for 8 years now. Kind of funny how that works out. So she came up to me and she was like, you should totally cloth diaper. It would save you so much money. Oh my gosh. I remember thinking that was the nastiest thing anyone had ever told me. I just immediately think of like the 1950s and like taking a pre-fold and like dunking it in the toilet. No. So I told Abby, no, I'm not going to cloth diaper. That's disgusting. And she told me that cloth diapers are modern. And from her diaper bag, she had a light green and a blue Bum Genius all-in-one. Back then, Bum Genius had sized all-in-ones made of microfiber with it sewn in and Velcro. And so she pulled those out of her diaper bag. We were pregnant at the same time. At the time, it just felt really weird. But she showed me these diapers and I was like, no, probably not. Because all I could think about was the poop. And what am I gonna do with the poop? And how do you deal with the poop? And I wasn't open to cloth diapering or the idea of cloth diapering or dealing with the poop, and maybe rightfully so. I remember in that same time period, since I was about due and it was the end of the school year, I gave birth my sophomore year the weekend school ended. So school ended like on a Thursday, and then I gave birth that Sunday when school ended, my 10th grade year. My god. It's so strange because my stepson, he's in 11th grade. I just look at him and I'm like, my daughter would have already been almost a year old at your age. Like that to me is crazy. And one thing that my school did for teen moms was we had a pregnancy class. I forget what day of the week. Maybe Mondays or Wednesdays or maybe both. I'm not quite sure. But the guidance counselor would host these and she just teaches about our pregnancies. When I was pregnant, there were probably about 3 or 4 people that were pregnant at the same time I was pregnant. And then by the end of my pregnancy, there were probably close to like maybe 8 or 9 people who were pregnant. And all stages of pregnancy too. So sometimes people would miscarry and lose their babies. But we would sit on a couch and we would learn about our pregnancies and the things happening in our body and how to prepare for our new baby, which I thought was really helpful. I know maybe this could be controversial. Sometimes being a teen parent is a controversial subject, but I think classes like that are really helpful. Unless you've been a teen mom inside of a school, it's really hard to understand what teenagers go through when they're pregnant as a teenager. Yeah, it probably shouldn't happen as a teenager, and I didn't have sex education. My mom is this beautiful brown Filipino woman. She doesn't have the best English either. And when I was young, all she would tell me, and I had no clue what this meant, okay? We ended up buying underwear for myself. Maybe I was 11 or 12. Maybe between 11 to 14. I'm not really sure exactly what age I was. But one of my pairs of underwear had cherries on it. And so my mom, she grabbed that piece of underwear and she had to talk with me and she's like, "You're a cherry girl. Boys want your cherry. Keep your cherry." And I'm like, what the? I had no clue what that meant. I thought she meant underwear because she was holding the cherry underwear. So I'm thinking like, boys want my underwear. Don't let them have my underwear. And so that was a sex talk that I had with my mom. My dad was very tough on me when he found out that I was pregnant pretty much my whole pregnancy. And I'm pretty close to my dad. I love my dad. I was always a daddy's girl, but he was very disappointed in me. And my whole pregnancy, he's like,
how are you going to afford this baby? How are you going to take care of this baby? You're going to school.
I found out I was pregnant during the middle of soccer season, or actually towards the end of soccer season. It was like October when I found out I was pregnant. And we were about to go to finals. Is it called finals? What is it called? I don't even remember anymore. What is it called? Is it called finals? I don't remember. Whatever. But we were in soccer. We were about to play this one team that had beat us by 1 point earlier in the season. And we were about to play them again. And I found out I was pregnant. And I had to lie and say I hurt my hip flexor. And I couldn't play anymore. But I was actually pregnant. And the girls figured out that I was pregnant because I said I hurt like my right hip flexor. But I was like limping on my left leg. They're like, that doesn't make sense. I'm like, oh shit. And I didn't want people to find out that I was pregnant. But they did. They did. They very much did. Because I instantly went to sweatpants and they're just like, what's going on? I gained a lot of weight. I gained like 60 pounds at pregnancy. But anyways, yeah, I wasn't very open to the idea of cloth diapering then. I really wish I would have given cloth diapering a chance back then. Just to think that like I could have been cloth diapering since 2009. But the thing is, back then there weren't that many resources. So when I started cloth diapering, I gave birth to my third child January 1st. She's a New Year's baby, 2015. So all throughout the summer and fall and winter of 2014, I was doing research into cloth diapering. And in 2014, we had the beautiful Obs and Lala, okay? Her videos are private and I hate it. I loved her. Oh my gosh, she gives me so much inspiration. Love Obs and Lala. She was my guru. I know some of you guys watch my videos and be like,
Jason, that's you the guru, girl.
No. Obs and Lala, OG guru. You can't find her videos because she privated them because it's not relevant to her life anymore. She has a channel now called Books and Lala. Her name's Kayla. She did try for many years to have another baby, but she couldn't have any more children due to secondary infertility issues. Because I asked her. She actually did a Q&A on Books and Lala because I followed her for a while. And I asked her if she would ever make more cloth diaper content or if she had more babies or if she was going to have more babies. And she actually answered my question in one of her videos and she said no. Because she struggles with secondary infertility. So that's really sad. But her journey cloth diapering with Liam definitely is the reason why I'm here today. Like, the reason why I'm so passionate about cloth diapering and like how silly and fun she was definitely inspired me to be on this platform and share more of my personality. I'm very childlike, so being able to share that with you guys has definitely been a joy. Back then there was also Dana. She's changed her name a lot on YouTube. Used to be like Diaper Dana. I don't remember what it is. Maybe it has cloth diaper in the title. Who else? Kim Rosas. What was her channel called? Kim Rosas now does period cup contents, cups and discs and stuff like that. She's here. I'm pretty sure she's here on YouTube and she's also on TikTok. There was also Sudden Kimpact. Kim. What was her cloth diaper channel called? Kim. She got red hair. Oh, I forget. All of these people were like the channels that I was watching in 2014 and there wasn't a lot of information out on YouTube. I feel like the cloth diaper community now is like a totally different space as far as like cloth diaper information. There are a lot of people with really good cloth diaper information that I've never heard of, but that's because their channels aren't centered around cloth diapering. Like my channel, Cloth Diaper Podcast, Lena's Life, I know 5 Minute Cloth, Jess is Blessed. Who else? Oh, Pam from Normalized Cloth. Love you, Pam. If you're watching. You'll probably watch it. Love you, girl. Sorry, that's all I can think of off the top of my head because I'm brain farting. And there are a lot of new channels on the market, you know, in the YouTube space right now. And other spaces like TikTok. Oh my god, that's a whole new world of like content creators. Oh my goodness. But yeah, there are people who have channels now dedicated to just cloth diaper education and support, which I think is really cool. It used to not really be like that. Though, you know, when it comes to channels like, you know, mine or Jess is Blessed, we do try to, in Lena's Life, we do try to like incorporate other parts of our life as well and not just make it purely cloth diaper education. I think the Cloth Diaper Podcast, she does only cloth diaper support and education, which I think is really cool. But yeah, so that's my, that's a lot of stories, but that's my story of turning down cloth diapering in 2019, which is ironic because less than a decade later, that's my occupation, is cloth diaper support and education. And I do look back on those times and I wish I would have given cloth diapering a try. I don't know if I would have stuck with it. I was gifted so many disposable diapers. I think that's the part, well, I meant to say that when I was talking about high school and pregnancy classes. They gifted us a really huge, what's it called, diaper cake. So right before you give birth, they gift you a really huge diaper cake with all of these different diapers. Some lady, she's not associated with the school, but she's friends with the social worker. She does that for every single pregnant mom, which I thought was really cool. So I had way more disposable diapers than I needed in the beginning of my oldest daughter's birth. But I wish I would have given cloth diapering world was different back then. The diapers were different. It's more brands nowadays, but man, it would have been really cool to cloth diaper in 2009 and just have all of that experience of the cloth diaper community back then. Because back then there weren't like Facebook groups like there are now. There were a few pages like Baby Center and I think it's Cloth Diaper Swappers, which was a swap and a chat. And that site is down. You can't even go to that website anymore. Back when I first started cloth diapering, sometimes I would scroll through those old threads from Diaper Swappers from like the early 2010s to see like what was going on in the cloth community back then, because that's like a record, an archive of the community, of the early community. Because back then, like hyena cart was like a really popular thing. If you are a cloth diaper from this time period, please, from like the 2000s or the early 2010s, please share some of your cloth diaper stories down below about the community. I will find so much joy in that. Please share. Please share about the community and where you were. What spaces were you in the cloth diaper community in that era? And what was it like for you? What were some popular diapers? What was your favorite diaper? Yeah, tell me all that good stuff down below. We all want to know. We're watching. In the comments, if you cloth diapered in that time, tell us down below. Such a different era of cloth diapering. Oh, did you hear about the cloth diaper killer on Community Center? If you're interested in that, I'll make that into my next J Jabbers. That's it for today's video. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.